Malaysia has established a $2.4 million compensation fund to provide cash assistance for any COVID-19 vaccine recipients who suffer severe reactions due to inoculation. According to Health Minister Datuk Sri Dr. Adam Baba, under the new fund, individuals requiring extended hospitalisation due to the vaccine reaction will be eligible for 50,000, or if it results in permanent disability or death, 500,000. Adam says health authorities had recorded 20 instances of adverse reactions to vaccination as of March 18th, with symptoms ranging from itching to shortness of breath and palpitations. However, there have been no vaccine-linked deaths. Since its kickoff on February 23rd, a total of 430,000 frontline workers have been inoculated, primarily using the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine. Today, the MOH reported 1,116 new COVID-19 cases, while new recoveries numbered 1,495, along with 5 more deaths. However, encouragingly, active cases dropped to 14,134, the 5th consecutive day of staying below the 15,000 mark. Sri Mokhzani Mahathir has been appointed as the new chairman of Maxis effective April 22nd. He takes over the post from the telco's current chairman, Raja Tan Sri Arshad Raja Tun Uda, who has decided to step down after 11 years. Arshad had been Maxis' chair since his 2009 listing. He calls it a privilege and an honour to have served as Maxis' chairman for more than a decade, working alongside his fellow board members in guiding the telco's evolution. In a statement, Arshad said that it was time to pass the role to a younger member of the board and congratulates Mokhzani on the appointment. Mokhzani also thanks Arshad for his service and calls it an exciting time for the telco as a converged solutions provider and its role in Malaysia's digital agenda. Mokhzani currently chairs Maxis' Audit and Risk Committee and is a member of the Nomination and Remuneration Committee. Bank Islam Unit BIMB Investment Management hopes to achieve assets under management of 2.5 billion ringgit by the end of the year. BIMB CEO Najmuddin Muhammad Lufti says that the group's current AUM is 1.7 billion ringgit. He hopes that BIMB's newly launched fund, the BIMB Arabesque Global Sharia Sustainable Equity Fund, will achieve AUM of 100 million in the next 2 years. Najmuddin adds that 65% of the group's current AUM is in equity, and BIMB is hoping to reach 70% in the next 34 months. To recap, BIMB today launched BGSEF, a global Sharia ESG equity feeder fund that seeks to achieve capital appreciation over a medium to long-term period for investors. The fund offers investors globally diversified exposure in up to 100 Sharia ESG stocks at all times. Shares in Dataprep Holdings hit limit down today, plunging around 30% of 75 cent to 1 ringgit 75, with some 48 million shares changing hands. This marks the second consecutive day of heavy sell-down of the counter after the ICT solution provider's share price tumbled 24.5% last Friday. The dive came as fast as the ascension. On March 15th, the stock had hit a 20-year high of 3 ringgit 79, and in total, the share price had soared 23-fold from 16.5 cent in February. Market capitalization more than halved to 1.07 billion from 2.31 billion a week ago. Dataprep was worth barely 100 million in early February. The crazy surge had even prompted Bursa Malaysia to warn investors, advising them to tread carefully. In terms of corporate development for the loss-making company, the latest had been on March 12th, where Dataprep's unit had signed a MOU for the provision of integrated solution technology for COVID-19 screening. Pimpinan Ihsan's takeover offer by Pitahaya Malaysia has been deemed as not fair and not reasonable by independent advisor TA Securities Holdings. PEB's 4 non-interested directors, Jum Sipatri, Ibrahim Topaiwa, Shamsia Hashim aka Abu Bakar and Muhammad Emir Taufik Ahmad aka Ahmad Mustafa concurred with TA's evaluation and recommendation to wholly reject the takeover offer. In a circular, TA says the offer is not fair in view that although the offer price is higher leading up to the last trading day, it is lower than the market price of PB shares after the LTD and up to the last practicable date. The not reasonable part comes from the fact that PB shares will remain tradable on the main market, which means that holders will still have the opportunity to realize their investment. To recap, on February 10th, PEB announced that it had received an unconditional mandatory takeover offer from Pitahaya for RM1.07 per share, cash. The stock closed 4.76% down at RM1.40.